Welcome back. Tracking down the hidden treasures at flea markets can be a challenge, but it doesn't have to be if you just follow a couple of steps. So this morning we're talking with Charlotte Smith, the blogger of City Suburb Sanity, or Suburbanity, with tips for dominating the flea market.
Right.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for being here.
It's a happy time of year, flea market season.
I know you love it.
I love it.
And it's so fun going on the hunt.
It is. It can be a little overwhelming, so I like to have some tips for people so that they don't show up and see just rows and rows of tables and sort of have a little sensory overload.
Yes, that happens.
We're going to start down here. The first tip I have for people is to have sort of a plan. When you're looking at a table covered with stuff, it can be hard to find the treasure. So go on Pinterest, have a list on your phone, have a sense of things you're looking for. Maybe you want to complete some collections you have. Maybe you're looking for just fun, interesting storage. Keep it in mind. And maybe you have a project that you've seen on Pinterest that you love. If you have something to focus, it'll be a little bit easier than just looking at everything and trying to figure out what you're going to do.
I like that. And this is definitely keeping an open mind. What did you do here?
So that's an old globe that I found, and I was able to cut it off in the middle. And then this is an old ashtray that I glued on the bottom. And it's a bowl. I wouldn't put food in there necessarily, but I love having it on a coffee table.
This is so neat.
Isn't it fun?
Yes, this was a great idea.
A little repurposing right there.
Yeah, I would never think to do that. You're always full of ideas,
Pinterest,
Charlotte.
Pinterest. The other tip I have is to ignore the color. You would be surprised how cool something can look if it's just a shiny white. It's very different than maybe that mauve kind of tchotchke that you might see on the table.
Right.
Imagine it with a coat of white, a coat of black. I like to find fun things and spray paint it like a bright blue and put it in my kids' rooms as a little pop of color.
Pretty.
So train your brain to ignore the color. That's an easy fix.
And so you could spray paint something like this? Or
Totally.
No?
Yep,
Oh,
there's
really?
spray paint, and it's $4. So
Right.
it doesn't add much to the cost of the whole project.
And if you ruin it, no big thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Take a chance. Another thing I like to say is know what are the easy fixes. If you find furniture that has some scrapes or scratches on it, you can sand that off. You can put a coat of paint on it. Maybe there's some broken glass. That's another easy fix. It might add a little bit to the cost of the project, but it's easy to fix. This is my favorite sort of project to fix. This lamp was $3 because it had a broken fixture. Yeah, this whole thing. So you can swap out the electric in a lamp for under $10, and all of a sudden a $3 broken lamp becomes treasure.
Was that hard to do?
No, I have a video on my blog.
Oh, all
and
right.
YouTube is great. So go on YouTube and you'd be surprised. Something like this, again, piece of cake. So a $3 lamp, I'm gonna put this in my living room. I love that.
And lampshades can go a long way too.
They can go a long way.
Make it look more modern,
they can be really
update it.
Exactly. And you
Yeah.
can also DIY lampshades to personalize it.
Wow.
So you heard it here.
I don't know if I'm quite at that level.
You can do it. We'll bring you along. It's not on the table, but my favorite part of a flea market is bargaining.
Yes.
So they expect it. Don't feel like you're being rude or pushy. The first question I always ask is that your best price? Usually they can come down a little bit on the price, and if that's all you're comfortable with, just ask that question alone. You'll feel very bold that you're...
do you usually want to ask like 30% lower, or like where do you want to start?
I think it depends on the item. I definitely never go lower than 50%, and I don't expect to get 50%, so if you offer 50%, they'll counter offer. There's a whole game, there's a whole routine. I love it.
I know, and always be willing to walk away.
That's
too.
the thing. It depends on how much you love it.
Right.
And then last but not least, just the logistics. I tend to bring a bag. Don't expect vendors to have bags for you. You want to have things like water and sunscreen. Most important, cash. It's highly unlikely that you're going to have an ATM at a flea market. Some vendors nowadays will take credit cards because they can put it on their mobile phones, but be prepared, have cash. Smaller bills are appreciated. You're going to be great.
Charlotte Smith, great ideas. Thank you so much.
I love coming.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming in. I love all this stuff. And for more information about Charlotte Smith, she always has great ideas. Just head to our website, WTNH.com. Just click on that On Air tab and pull it down to the Good Morning Connecticut Weekend section.